Holly Williams. Thank y'all for coming out here tonight.
Well, Holly, obviously you come from a very, very musical family, and for those of you at home who don't know, her dad is Hank Williams Jr. and her grandfather is Hank Williams Sr. That's pretty good legacy to uphold. When did you first realize that you had that talent as well?
I started writing songs at a really young age. I was 8, 9, 10, started writing things kind of in a little notebook, and these melodies would come in. I didn't focus on it until I was 18, but when I was young, melodies were pouring in, and it was just very natural to me. You know, I was writing songs while the other kids were, you know, doing lemonade stands or whatever they were doing.
In the mirror is gone, and like a widow to her lover, I hold on.
Well, songwriters all have their way of being inspired and their process of how they write songs. How do you find your inspiration? Where do these songs come from, and how do they come to you?
Mine always come just totally, completely randomly. You know, a lot of writers sit down and they plan, okay, Tuesday and Thursday I'm going to write and do that. And it's so hard for me. Yeah, it's so hard for me to do that and to get inspiration. So all the time when I'm driving, I wrote Mama when I was driving. I'm always have my iPhone ready to hit record for melodies. And, you know, sometimes when I'm sleeping, I'll wake up and, wow, I woke up and wrote Making a Fool Out of You off of this record. So it's totally random. They're little droplets from God. I never know when they're going to come, you know.
Well, I don't talk to him that much. I know I never pray enough. Oh, but I don't know where I would be without Jesus here with me.
I would imagine that a lot of people think with having the name Williams that it probably opened a lot of doors for you, but in reality, is that true, or do you think that maybe it even sort of it made it harder for you to kind of get people to see you for your own person and doing your own music?
It definitely, to me, it didn't do either way too much. It's like when I first started writing, at that time country music was more in the kind of pop vein. I always loved the simple, you know, guitar and piano stuff. So my first album wasn't even on country radio because we just felt like, well, it's that kind of folk or Sarah McLachlan or whatever that is that didn't really make sense at the time. So I didn't feel too much of the pressure then. With this album, it's definitely been a little more people expecting, you know, a rowdy redneck farm song, and I'm like, I love those songs, I just don't know how to write them, so they're not like that. And in the beginning, I met with so many labels, and you know, no one's going to sign you just because you're a family name. You know, it's like it may open the door to get a meeting or meet someone, but you have to want to do it and be, you know, committed and have a little bit of talent these days, I guess. So.
My daddy cried, my mama begging for our lives, and I don't know how I would breathe without Jesus here with me.
Well, and I read that you didn't even really get really versed in your grandfather's music until you found him through other artists that you respected. How would you say that his music and even your dad's music has influenced your music?
With Hank Williams Sr., my grandfather, the writing, I adore the simple lyrics. Anyone can relate no matter who you are. And the poetry, such simple poetry, it wasn't over anyone's head. I mean, uneducated, whoever can understand, you know, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry or any of those songs. And my dad, I love his, you know, the rowdy anthems, the family tradition, all that, but I love his songwriting too, his kind of more ballad stuff and the darker stuff that a lot of people don't know. So both of them influenced me in really different ways.
I'd like to thank you for this. Oh, I'd like to thank you for this. Thank you very much.